Welcome everybody to the 5-Star Frogcast. That's right, we're back after
It's
a
been a bit.
brief hiatus. Tali, how you feeling? You doing good?
I'm feeling
Doing
better.
good now?
I was sick. I lost my voice for a bit.
Something you can do. You can't do a podcast without a voice. You can't.
Exactly. You can't. I'm better though. I'm
Good.
ready. Sarah, are you ready? We
I,
have some
I
big
we
things to
have
talk about.
in a way, when we originally had this plan, this was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and this is at the
This is
peak
after
where
Rival, yeah.
right after the Rumble, The Rock returned, and it basically caused the WWE to go into a full mayhem for about a week. It lasted,
Yeah.
where everyone was just chanting, "We want Cody, we want Cody," because we all know what The Rock did. The Rock came back.
hmm
The Rock does what The Rock does, and he
Yeah.
basically stepped in because now he's head of TKO, so he could do whatever he wants, pretty much. And
Yeah.
we thought it was gonna be The Rock Roman at Mania. The fans, I guess us, basically saved WrestleMania, not The Rock. And now that press conference was amazing.
Yeah. Good way to build.
This really good build. Most viewed, I think, video. Actually, honestly, it got a lot of views in like short amount of time. At least I don't know. They always say like most viewed for the newest thing, but either way, really cool
Well,
build
the
up.
Rock thing was one of the most disliked videos, and I came
That
back
it
to
is
one
the
of the
most
most viewed.
disliked video of all time. That him
Yeah.
returning, that's insane. The fact that The Rock can be the most liked and disliked person, and now he's heel.
In the span of a week. Yeah. Yeah, and he's
So
appearing tonight.
yeah, he is appearing
We're
tonight.
recording
Tonight's a
on
big night
Friday,
for
I guess.
SmackDown. They got
Yeah.
Logan Paul's first televised match.
Yeah.
The Rock
Who's
and
he
Roman
facing?
will be there. What was that about Logan Paul?
Who's he facing? I know it's for the
Miz.
Elimination Chamber. Oh yeah, Miz. He'll win.
Yeah. But
But yeah, we got
Rock Roman will
I
be
guess
there.
we'll talk about But we got
Cody
some
might
big
even
things.
be there, to be honest.
Cody.
Triple H is gonna be there.
So let's just take it back. The week after Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes comes out. I think he came out of Raw, right? He might not have. He after he won Royal Rumble, he pointed up and he basically challenged Roman Reigns right there and then.
Yeah.
And so that means he was going to appear on SmackDown. Fast forward to SmackDown. We'll go back to Raw eventually. We'll talk about the person who became second. He goes to SmackDown. Fast forward to SmackDown. He's like, you know what? I want to beat you. All this stuff. But he's like, I'm not gonna face you at WrestleMania. Someone else is. Essentially, is what he was saying. And then the Rock's being hit. And of course, everyone lost their mind. But they also realized, oh shoot, Rock's gonna face Cody at WrestleMania and ruin all of this, and it's just gonna throw it all away. And then fast forward, I think Saturday was it or Sunday? What was the press conference? No, it wasn't. Fast forward Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins made it clear that hey Cody, face me, face the real champ at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And so it seemed like that was the direction they were going. So fast forward, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday.
I think it was
Pat
Thursday.
McAfee show on Pat McAfee show. That's so we're bringing in more lore here. The Rock was on, and he said, "You know, Rock said, I love the WWE fans. I love the Cody fans, but then there's another bunch of fans. They're called the Cody Crybaby, and basically cut a heel promo.
Oh,
right
great
there
promo.
and then. Amazing promo from The Rock. Such a Hollywood Rock promo. And then fast forward again, so they were in Vegas, Super Bowl, and all that stuff, and they were there. And so that's what obviously WrestleMania is. I think it's Vegas this year.
Mania's in
No, it's Philly. That's Philly.
Yeah.
They were in Vegas though.
Yeah.
And then basically Rock, which by the way, I love how they had the family bloodline tree there. I
Yeah, it was
also love
good.
how they had Nia Jax all the way in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
She was like
Yeah,
her
yeah,
own
yeah,
separate thing, but she is technically bloodline.
Yeah.
But I love that. It was mainly the wrestlers. People who don't know, they were either people who were in the wrestling in some way or other. Some people are noticing that that Umanga's real son wasn't considered part of the bloodline, and that could be eventually when they do, if they ever sign him, storyline related, or that's because maybe they aren't too happy and they don't want to really associate. I don't know. There could be anything going on with that, but that's besides the point. And then they kind of agree they're going to have their match at WrestleMania, like you were saying, for the bloodline, not really for the title. It seemed like that's where they were going, and the next thing you know, Cody Rhodes was like, "Whoa, what's this?" And challenges basically Roman at WrestleMania for the title, right?
Yeah, because he got the run. He won the Rumble. It's his choice.
His choice. But that's not. Now you think, okay, we're done. We're going off there. No. Cody Rhodes says something to The Rock and to Roman about.
The Roman did say something about Cody.
I know Roman did say it first.
That's what started.
Yeah, he basically mentioned Dusty Rhodes, and so Cody got mad and said something about the High Chief, and then
The Rock steps in.
Didn't like that, and bam, slapped him right across the face, and it blew up right there and then.
Blew up that blew up the internet, everything.
That slap.
So much is possible now because Rollins was there too. Rollins was pretty. I feel bad for Rollins, man. This man just stood up there the whole time, just walking back and forth, probably doing whatever he does. Just hearing these two go at it, and kind of pushed aside almost.
Yeah, Seth got involved. CM Punk got involved, and we all know what CM Punk said.
Punk said what he had to say, but
Punk said,
"Man, I wish Punk was on stage." Punk would have jumped Rock. He actually would have fought him. It would have been great.
I know. Well, he did mention, he's like, sometimes you can't be slapping people, you got to be fighting or whatever. I'm like, yeah, Punk, we know you like to fight people backstage.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Big E was there. Shout out to Big E, making his return kind of. He was there. But the big thing was obviously Rock slapping Cody Rhodes. Where is this going to lead? It's just, there's so much. A lot of people are saying, well, maybe we don't see title matches at WrestleMania. People are picturing Seth and Cody for night one. Maybe that's like Seth and Cody versus The Rock and Roman for night one. Who knows?
Yeah, I think
that could be a possibility.
I think. Well, we can get into it, but first I want to talk. Because Seth Rollins, I mean, he has his opponent sort of lined up for Elimination Chamber. It's going to be the winner of the Elimination Chamber match, right? Will face Rollins at Mania. But now, because of what has happened, Rock, Roman, Cody, and Seth are all in there. And now Seth Rollins, the following Monday Night Raw, said, last year you didn't have backup. This year you need to have backup. Who's going to be on your corner, right? You still have the bloodline, plus now you have the Rock. So Cody's going to have to build himself a team of guys he can trust to have his back during that one-on-one match. But you were mentioned the tag team match that is brewing between Cody and Seth, Rock Roman Night 1 main event. Notice how I said main event.
Yeah.
Rollins is a workhorse. His title is that workhorse title. Personally, I don't think Io Sky, Bayley, Rhea Ripley, whoever wins that chamber deserves a night one main event. No. I think the only thing that deserves a night one main event would be that workhorse title, that coveted title, that Rollins' title. So, sure, the idea of that match is amazing for a night one pay-per-view, but I'm trying to think of a way to have like a little discussion about this. But do you think that's like the best way to represent what Rollins has been for the company, I guess, in the past 2 years, a year? Or do you think they're kind of pushing him aside and not giving him main event status?
So,
like, which side would you?
Right now, I am on the side of they are pushing Rollins aside. They are, in the sense of that. Yeah, you kind of have. They're kind of setting up Rock and Roman takes on Cody and Seth. Honestly, I don't. But again, they're pushing him aside. I know Seth is no stranger to 2 matches in one night. Very possible. But that's when he was young. He first Sting and John Cena in one night. Defend the U.S. and WWE Championship in one night. And so, yeah, he's not a stranger to that sense that he can workhorse, but he's coming off a knee injury, right? He's
And the
going
back.
to be coming off a knee injury. And the back, yeah, but that's been a storyline. I'm talking about like the knee injuries, like the most new injuries. So you're risking a lot putting him in 2 matches in one night. He did mention, oh, you're going to need backup. And this is where I think either A, he will have maybe a KO, a Sami Zayn. Maybe Seth Rollins does come out, have like Dusty's kids in NXT per se, so like Ciampa and Gargano, you know. I don't even call them Dusty's kids, but like more like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. Or we can hear, and I can see Triple H calling up Tony Khan and being like, "Hey man, let's put a difference aside. Let me take Dustin for a bit, so we can build our storyline some more, and have Dusty or has Goldust or coming in as Dustin, and maybe have the Rhodes family. I don't know who else they have. I mean, what's his wife's name?
No, Brandy wouldn't come. That just wouldn't make sense. But
no, yeah, she would, because they know she can do shit. So she could probably come out and be like, slap Paul Heyman, maybe. Maybe Paul Heyman tries to interfere. Like, that's she wouldn't do anything big, but maybe like a slap to Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Right? But the big one would be Dustin, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you could throw in a KO and a Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
They
were hinting at Sami Zayn. They did have a conversation backstage. I think you're on the right track with that one.
Mm-hmm.
But in regards
I'm thinking they're going to probably do Dusty's kids. But in regards to how I feel about Seth Rollins, he's being pushed aside. Even if he main events night 1, he will still be pushed aside. But I think he understands that. He knows that this isn't his WrestleMania.
Part of me first I kind of agreed with you, but now I'm going to disagree. It just came to my head. You know, when Rollins won the Royal Rumble, he didn't even main event WrestleMania 35. He started the night off against Brock. Now, Brock had his reasonings of why that happened, but nonetheless, he won the Rumble. He should be main eventing that. That's how it should work. That's how the history has worked. But that pay-per-view in that year, I know they were pushing for the women's revolution, so I understand. But Rollins, as much as he is a workhorse, he's very open and understanding, I guess you could say, of how the company works. And I know you said him wrestling 2 matches in the same night. He wouldn't do that. I think what would happen, and this is why I'm okay with it, because you have 2 big matches now. Rollins and Cody. Roman Rock is an insane match to say. Those are the 4 best right now, basically. Like, big names, best wrestlers going at it. A night 1 main event. That's amazing. That's a great way to end off night 1. Settle the beef between all these guys. And then night 2, you have Rollins face whoever wins. That way he still gets a day off. He still gets like a time, not a day off, but you know what I mean. He still gets time to rest up, wrestle night 2, night 1, be that workhorse, like prove why he is the workhorse. And imagine he comes out on top of it all. That really boosts him even more than what he is right now. And that's what he's all about. Just keep expanding, keep growing. That's his thing, right? He's the visionary. He wants to keep learning, he wants to keep growing, becoming the best superstar he can. So I think it's not really pushing him aside if they're giving him even something bigger in the long run.
Interesting. I'm gonna throw a counterpoint though. More likely it's gonna be Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Face again. More likely we could see Damien Priest cash in.
Yeah. No, we could.
So
that whole
point. I get where you're coming from with that. I mean, that's a good point. Like, it wouldn't be really much of a sideline, but I think Seth Rollins deserves a main event of WrestleMania. He always has the best main event of all time, cashing in the Money in the Bank at that moment. So I feel like he's not the same as authority, Seth. Prior to that, he's being pushed aside a bit. But he understands. Like, he is a company man. He understands. Like, look, the bigger picture here is Cody versus whoever, Roman Reigns. But maybe we could see Cody. Rock goes, you know what, Cody? You think you're that good? You want to face him? You have to face me out night 1. And there you go. There's a main event right there. Cody versus Rock night 1, and then goes into night 2. Maybe
that's
Cody,
a full. Then they're fully pushing him aside at that point.
Oh yeah, 100%. But then that can also set the Rock versus Roman in the sense of Rock goes, okay, you know what? You earned my respect, right? Like, you kind of earned my respect. And then, you know, he doesn't like how Roman's cheating, or how if Roman cheating to beat Cody again is like disproof to like him as a tribal chief. And then, you know, you can start setting up something like that. Essentially, it's like there's multiple ways. Like, honestly, we all thought that Cody was screwed. He was going to face Seth Rollins, and they just go, no, we were joking the whole time. This was really what's happening. So, like, we don't know what's going on in Triple H's head. Triple H is cooking right now. I honestly, I don't even know. I really don't know.
Yeah, you gotta trust the story.
That's gonna be great.
Oh, it's gonna be
a great WrestleMania.
It's definitely lining up to be a great WrestleMania, and
yep.
There's so much that can happen. We can say anything we want, but we don't really know. We can predict, and sometimes we are pretty much on par, but it's pretty tough to predict what.
Honestly, prediction of WrestleMania, like that night when we do our prediction, we won't, up till that point, we won't have like a steady idea. Yeah. And even maybe by then, we won't have an idea really. We'll just be going off our gut still.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We covered that. We covered Seth Rollins getting kind of pushed aside. So we got the chamber match. We have, who's in it right now? We have McIntyre, Randy.
Knight, and Randy. Did Randy even wrestle for a spot?
He did.
Who did he beat?
Sami Zayn.
Was it he beat Sami Zayn? Oh, for some reason I thought Shinsuke beat Sami Zayn.
No, Shinsuke wasn't even. Right. Yeah, he's not even being counted for this.
So I think it's gonna be Logan Paul, Dominic Mysterio. He's got to be there. I hope so.
Dom's gonna be there.
Who else would be there?
And then
there's one more.
Bobby Lashley win?
Oh yeah, Bobby Lashley will probably win.
Yeah, he beat. It's
a fun chamber.
He beat Bronson Reed.
Yes.
It's a pretty good chamber. It's a pretty good chamber on. I'm surprised they didn't let Bronson Reed win. It's in Australia. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's true. That's a big one.
And Grayson Waller isn't even fighting. He's gonna have the Grayson Waller effect. So it's kind of weird what they're doing.
That kind of makes sense to me for him to have a Grayson. But yeah, Bronson Reed.
But you gotta have Australian wrestlers actually wrestle. I guess Rhea Ripley got a match, does she?
No. It's a chamber match.
You guys, like, what are they doing?
I mean, Nia Jax is technically Australian.
Is she?
Yeah, she was born in Australia.
Oh, well.
But no one could consider Australian.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just a weird. That is a bit weird.
It is
to me that they're not pushing for that. I don't know.
I respect it. In the sense of like they're not like, oh, let's put all the Australian wrestlers on the card. Let's have our other wrestlers show it through.
Mm-hmm.
Because you also know they're kind of big names. One of the biggest heels probably will be their Dominic Mysterio. Logan Paul, who's a superstar sensation in the sense of what he does. LA Knight, one of the hottest stars right now. Randy Orton, a legend. Bobby Lashley's just a random throw in there. And then Drew McIntyre, who's probably becoming one of the best heels in the company. Being in the sense of he prayed for people's downfall. And specifically
CM Punk
broke his arm.
Yeah, torn tricep. This is like 2-3 weeks ago at the Royal Rumble.
You see his shirt that he's wearing?
Oh yeah.
Where can I buy that shirt?
I think you can buy it on WWE.com.
Oh, I might have to buy it. Playing on the downfall. It's beautiful. I love that shirt.
Yeah, honestly, he's a great heel. He really is.
He's a different heel this time around.
He is.
He's not like a psychopath. He's more of like a I don't give a shit.
So
he's like, oh, I don't care. Get the fuck out of me. I don't care.
Yeah. I think the next discussion is here. Because you got to think, right now he's a really good heel, right? He is.
Yeah.
He's a top heel. But when he was babyface, he was a really good babyface. You got to think in 2020, it was peak. It was good. So now we kind of have to think back and look between both of them. We don't have much of his new heel type compared to what we had for that babyface run.
Yeah.
In 2020. So I think I may take this over first, but my question is like, which Drew is better? Is it the current heel, or is it that babyface 2020 where he overcome all the odds and he finally won that championship that he was supposed to win years back, and I'm gonna be on the side, and I know you want to take this one, but I'm gonna be on the side. You can't beat the heel. Right now, the heel is just, it's only starting, and look how good it is. So look how, just to think of how it can expand, and how much he can actually take this character. Like, he could win the championship at Mania, and then he could literally run out of the building and pull the CM Punk so he doesn't get cashed in on. He can just run away. He could start beating up anybody and then start making new t-shirts. He can start, and the social media posts are great too. I don't know if you saw the tricep, working your tricep. It's good stuff, man. It's practical, and he's making it simple for himself. So I think I'm more on the side of this heel, Drew McIntyre, this new type heel.
Okay. You got good points. I'm just agreeing with that one. I mean, yes, the heel's great. You know, he's funny. I think it's gonna last long until it gets stale. I don't know, something about Drew McIntyre coming back after being the chosen one, not being able to do it, and then not only winning the Royal Rumble, beating Brock Lesnar, beating the Big Show.
Well, you can't say that name on this podcast anymore. Brock Lesnar's canceled.
I don't care.
I know, we don't care.
I care. We've said Chris Benoit before. We will continue to think Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit is arguably one of the best wrestlers of all time, despite what he did. But doesn't change the fact that it's Chris Benoit. But no, even Brock Lesnar, not one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. But yeah, he did shit. His daughter, though. Anyways, no, going back to what I was saying, that Drew McIntyre, that face Drew McIntyre carried the company when there was no face to run the place. Because Roman Reigns wasn't really doing much then. He needed the crowd. He was kind of sidelined a bit, wasn't doing his thing. As much as I love Bray Wyatt and rest in peace, the WWE was treating him like a joke. Braun Strowman, joke. So Drew McIntyre took that company on his back during that time and bulldozed through COVID times. That was Drew's era of wrestling. Had so many great matches. And that was without fans. If he was with fans still, they'd have been hired. And when he was still with his face, fans were still behind him, getting to the point where they got tired of seeing him lose. They wanted him to beat Gunther. They wanted him to beat Seth Rollins prior to the what's it called, Night of Champions. Like, this guy had the fans behind him, and he still does as a heel. But as a face, it was still, he never lost momentum. He was a bigger face than arguably LA Knight right now. WWE got behind him and pushed him to the moon. So that's why I genuinely believe that there's nothing going to beat Drew face, like Drew McIntyre as a face. We've seen him so many times as a heel, we've never really seen him as a face. And this is him killing it.
Yeah, you know what? That's a fair statement you had there. It is fair. I mean, it was a really high peak moment for him, making that return, and then finally getting his redemption story and everything. So we both had fair statements on both sides. So honestly, yeah, I think we both can see Drew McIntyre, going to Mania and facing Seth Rollins for that World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
As much as I like Drew. I do like Drew character. I've liked him as a heel. I've liked him as a face. But he's already had like 2 opportunities at Rollins, and he lost. But again, it goes with the heel character. Like, what if Damian Priest comes in, cashes in on Drew? Like, what? That's gonna be bad for Drew. At that point, he's gonna be down bad.
Drew's gonna have to bounce back from that. But I don't think they're gonna make him lose the title or win it and then lose it. I think they're gonna let Rollins win, give that guy a break, wait till CM Punk returns, and then they'll set up their feud somehow.
So they're just kind of screwing over the title at this point, then.
Yeah, but they know Cody Rhodes. Both titles have been held on for so long. The thing is, right now you have 3 titles. The WWE Championship, I'm calling it WWE Championship, obviously WWE Undisputed, whatever championship, the World Heavyweight Champion, and the Intercontinental Champion that are so hot right now. Then
that U.S. title's going to be heating up soon.
But, no, the U.S. title has been the only title that's been passed around a lot.
Yeah.
The the U.S. or the Intercontinental, the Romans and stuff have all been held for over a year, 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
So some of these titles got to start becoming hot potatoes. So I know for a fact Cody Rhodes will be the face of the company. There's rumors about new titles we've been talking about for so long. Maybe we'll see a new title eventually. Who knows? But Cody Rhodes will hold on for that title for at least a year, at least close to a year. But that World Heavyweight Championship, if Damian Priest cashes it, that's big if, he needs to hold on it for 4 months. Maybe Gunther holds on for it for 6 or 7 or 8 months. You know, like, it just needs to start passing around a bit, get some more like lineage under the title right now. Right now it's only Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
I think I won't really move the title.
Yeah. Honestly, I agree with you. It does need to be it needs more lineage. It needs to start being tossed around a bit. To keep it fresh, to keep it new.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a Rollins reign. We've seen him with the title before. We know how he does it. He's a workhorse with every title he has. And honestly, because Rollins' injury past, it may give him some chance to actually take some vacation, some time off, make him return, then maybe set him back into the championship run, or he goes for the Intercontinental at that point, or maybe he switches off to SmackDown and he goes for Cody's title, the WWE. You never know.
Yeah.
And then it gives Priest a chance, right, to hold that title for some time. Gunther's gonna have to lose that Intercontinental. It might actually happen at Mania, if anything. I think would be a good time for him to lose. So then he can refocus on that heavyweight championship. And then, Cody's obviously, if Cody doesn't win, then I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say at that point. But I know you mentioned like the new belt. I do think, here's my last one. This is more of a fun one. If Cody wins the belt, do we see a redesign? Yes or no?
Can I answer this with both? Because it's weird. I do believe this will be a redesign, but it's not. It's literally just going to be like a little tweak. It's nothing big. Everyone's expecting like the Winged Eagle or whatever. No, it's there. You know what? My answer is no. Basically, then no. Okay. It's not, because I think it's going to be simple. They might like change it up a bit, but it's still going to be that classic thing they have now. They're not really investing probably a lot into changing the title. So they've already came out with new titles. I don't think they will. I think they keep it classic. Maybe they change like that terrible yellow background to something different. Maybe we'll bring it back to like where it's like the black background. But really, no, they're not going to. Then they would have to change the Divas or the women's titles, because they're kind of the same, right? Like you look at the titles, they're the same. So it seems like that they have an idea they want to keep it the same.
Okay. I'm going to disagree with you, and I'm going to say they're bringing back the Winged Eagle. Come on. How do you not go with that one? He's doing it. He's doing it.
Oh, no,
it's in his story, it's in his logo. He has the skull, he has the eagle wings on the side. It's written. It's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna be an exact replica, because we've seen what the heavyweight title did. It has the shape and everything. It's nowhere near the size, but it has a little bit of a twist. So I do think we are gonna see like a WWE logo in the middle, but it will expand and there will be wings on the side. Honestly, if we were the people to design this belt, it would go all out. The wings would be the belt itself, like the waist, the strap.
Oh yeah.
But
I would.
You can't. If he wins, he's got to pay homage to the best title there ever was, or the title that Dusty won, but was stripped of.
Yeah,
that's what he'll go back to. That's the only. Those are the only two options. If he keeps it anywhere similar to what it is right now, he didn't finish his story, and you heard it here first.
Big talk there from Kevin. He doesn't. Yeah, I mean, hey.
You may have won the title, but you got to finish the complete story. You have to have everything perfect, and it's going to be the Monday Night Raw after.
I think it's more likely you see the Dusty Rhodes option where he kind of creates a bit of it.
Well, it'd be pretty cool, right? It'd be a huge homage.
Mhm.
Honestly, mine is more homage to the best title, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I love see a lot of people too, but I think paying homage to his father, the championship that he was stripped of, you got to do it. It's
Yeah.
one of those options,
Oh, yeah.
and honestly, why not just throw the WWE Universal belt into the stands? Obviously, have like try and aim for like a WWE personnel to like grab it, but
Yeah.
and then get the new belt right then and there.
That's possible.
It'd be funny.
It would funny if he just ripped that belt into
Just threw it off into the stands. I mean, that
Absolutely.
would be taking everything from Roman, right? So,
Yeah.
because he theoretically owns the fans, right? So now he doesn't. The belt's in
Mhm.
with the fans. So, I don't know. Other than that, I mean, we covered all the big stuff.
Sure, most of it.
Other than big business,
Yeah, I was gonna say, we got some big business going on right now with
AEW, big announcement.
big business.
big business. Don't even know
We're
the date.
Still waiting. Did I say March? No, 5 weeks time. March something. In
Or
Boston.
something in Boston.
Big
That's all I
business.
know. Big business.
Big
You gotta
business.
be there and you gotta watch it.
You gotta be big business going down.
It's gonna be big. Let me tell you.
Got some business.
I think the only good thing with AEW right now that I know of is Sting. His final match is coming up.
Yeah.
Revolution.
Apparently Sting's not been too happy. Edge hasn't been too happy either. Or Sir Adam
I
Cole.
mean, man, the guy's career almost ended. You all see what Christian Cage almost did to him?
Yeah. That's Christian Cage.
I can understand why he's not too happy. No, but that's the only thing that I'm really actually kind of looking forward to is Sting's final match.
Sting's final match, yeah.
Say goodbye to like one of the probably most iconic wrestlers of all time, especially for how long he's done it.
Yeah, basically the WCW Undertaker in that sense. He's like, yeah.
He's a workhorse, doing the stuff he does, jumping off ladders at his age. And we had the honor to see him wrestle, so that's cool. Seen him, seen him a few times. I think he was there twice, but
Yeah, he was.
it's pretty cool. But I think that's everything that we had to cover for this week's episode of the Frogcast. We'll be back next week. When's the Chamber? Chamber's coming up soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chamber's coming up soon. It has to be a few weeks now. Let me look as you get out the.
Chamber's coming up soon. We might actually have to do a prediction episode like next week. I don't even know.
Mhm.
February 16th, the day we're recording. I think we might have to do the predictions next week because I think it's next Saturday. But no.
Next Saturday, Elimination Chamber.
All right. Well, now we know what we're doing for next episode.
Next episode,
And then
for prediction.
One step closer to the to WrestleMania 40. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. Can't wait to see what WWE does. But you can follow us on our Instagram page at the 5-Star Frogcast, TikTok at the 5-Star Frogcast. I know Tyler here has to post a
do some memes, yeah. A couple of memes here and
memes and
maybe something else, yeah. I
yeah,
don't know. Just stay tuned
maybe
for
something
that.
from the past, a blast from the past.
Yeah. Throwback Thursday. See you next week.
Yeah, definitely check out the TikTok page, YouTube at the 5-Star Frogcast, and go download I Told Ya. The social dueling app that we post on, and we also post some of them on our TikTok, and all the punishments we got to do with that. And it's pretty fun app. You can go you can even share your own thoughts on a topic. You can
do it with a friend.
You do it with a friend, whether you like wrestling or if you like other topics. They pretty much got someone for you in that niche. So it's free to download on the App Store and the Google Play Store. But Tyler, with all that being said, it is time to ring the bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
And we'll catch you in the next one.